This is a 5-point run redo for the Phillips curve. So this is the Phillips curve graph. Right here is the long run Phillips curve, and that's the short run Phillips curve. On the x-axis, there's the unemployment rate, and on the y-axis, there's the inflation rate. Where the long run's Phillips curve is that's where the natural rate of unemployment is. And as you go up the short run Phillips curve, you encounter an inflationary gap, and as you go down it, you get a recessionary gap. And then for the negative relationship between inflation and price levels on the short run Phillips curve, as you get less and less unemployment, you're gonna get more people that have like more money to buy things because more people have jobs, and that's gonna lead to more things being bought and therefore more inflation. And you can see that right here, as there's less unemployment, as unemployment goes to the right, the inflation rate's going to increase comparatively. And then for number 2, which is explain how the natural rate of unemployment is displayed through the long run's Phillips curve. So basically what the natural rate does is the Phillips curve will always like adjust to go back towards the natural rate of unemployment, because that's basically where society like functions the best. So it's always just gonna go back to this curve right here, because that's the natural rate of unemployment. And it's vertical because that always maintains like the same rate of 4 to 6% unemployment. And then down here are the graphs for what happens when you shift the short run Phillips curve, when you shift supply and demand on this graph right here. So for example, when you shift short run aggregate supply to the left, that's over here, that's going to decrease the GDP and increase the price level. And then over here you can see that that's going to shift the short run Phillips curve to the right, and that's going to move the unemployment rate and increase it. And then down here, when we move the aggregate demand to the left, that decreases the GDP and price level. And over here, there's no real like big shift that you see, but the short run Phillips curve, it shifts, it just like moves down like that way. And when that happens, there's going to be a lower price level, lower real GDP, and that's just going to lead to higher unemployment because it's just shifting along the curve and not like shifting the curve itself.